Hola, buenas gente y bienvenidos a un nuevo capitulito de Final Fantasy XIV Online. Estamos metidos en medio de una misión en la que tenemos que encargarnos de los Amal-Ya, o como se llaman, los seguidores de Ifrit. Y para ello, ahora nos toca meternos en una dungeon. Mira, ahí están los Amal-Ya. A ver qué tal nos va. A ver si nos encontramos incluso a Ifrit. No creo, ¿eh? Sería muy tocho. Ifrit es un personaje muy querido en el lore de Final Fantasy. Pero dale, vamos a entrar con NPCs porque no creo que encontremos jugadores para esta dungeon. Y nada, a comenzar. Light Party. Como que Light Party. Lord of the Inferno. Hearken up our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Our mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno. Oh mierda, me he saltado una parte. Vemos a Ifrit, me cago en todo. Hostia puta. Joder. Oh mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame. Los quieren sacrificar, tío. What the fuck. Bring those two as well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. Anda, mira. Él también se lo quiere comer. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the right of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. Maldito traidor de mierda. Espero que tú sí que te mueras. Pitiful children of men. By my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Hostia, hostia, hostia. Oh, mighty Ifrit. My one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible. By what sorcery do you resist the Master's will? ¿Los he defendido a todos? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that's the only explanation. Mi alma ya pertenece a otro dios y por eso no me afectan sus llamas. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yes, I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear, thou art of the godless blessed number. The paragons warned of thine appointed kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Se ha enfadado el chaval, ¿eh? Huele a qué dios pertenezco. Dímelo, por favor. Hostia puta. Vale. Hostia, vale. Pues no es una dungeon, ¿eh? Es un boss fight y ya está. Mira, le lanzo la lanza. Tiene mucha vida el chaval. What the fuck. Vale, le he lanzado un tipa. Bueno. Tranquila la lucha hasta ahora, ¿no? No me ataca a mí, solo ataca al tanque. ¡Hostia! ¿Pero por qué no me ha salido nada que me iba a atacar? Ya no tengo buff. Hostia. A ver, que no veo todo. No me entero bien de lo que pasa. Surrender thyself, dice Ifrit. Bueno, yo aquí estoy spameando botones, tío. Infernal Nail. ¿Qué hago con esto? Hostia. ¿Me lo cargo o qué? Venga, sí. Bien, Infernal Nail bajado. ¿Ahora qué? ¿Ahora qué? Hostia puta, va por mí, ¿por qué? ¿Qué está pasando? Ay, Dios mío. Me ha hecho mucho daño. Mierda, 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 mierda. Bueno, nos estamos bajando, ¿eh? Epa, socorro, socorro. Uf. Atacándolo por detrás le hacemos más daño, ¿verdad? Pero espera, ¿puedo cortarle el ataque? No, que va. Buah. Hostia, me jodió. Te lanzo. Muy bien. No pasa nada, monada. Le quito vida durante 20 segundos. Lifesteal. Venga, va, nos lo bajamos. Casi está. Hostia puta. Va, casi está, casi está, casi está. Se hemos cargado a Ifrit, tío. ¿Y eso? Y ahora, DJ evolucionamos, ¿ah? No, es broma. Epa. Tengo 2 cristales ahora, ¿o qué es esto? Alucinando, ¿eh? Pray forgive my lateness. Tancred, pues sí. Muy tarde llegas. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Hostia puta. Uf, es el puto amo, chaval. Fiu. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I'd expect from the Flames General and Handpicked Men. Es verdad, la gente con la que estábamos antes eran los captives. Los raptados. As for those two, It is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. Más les vale. I feel I owe you an apology, Marquis. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. Ah, tranqui, tío. Go away. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Dryborn, shall we say? Vale. Vamos a Camp Dryborn, venga. Por favor, teletranspórtame ahí. Por favor, por favor. So that was the mighty Ifrit. Nero Tolskaiva. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Uldan interference into account. Stickiness. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the Vlth Legion. Ah, the 7th Legion, rather. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely on. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. Livia. Hostia. Vaya casco tiene, eh. Livia Sas Junius. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any readings worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth of damn for it to read. But I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved, our primary objective. Yet I find I am troubled by that adventurous unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove hindrance to our plans? ¿Y sois malos? Sí. Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is our priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. Hostia, con el astronauta esta, eh? With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Lol. No me teletransportan, en serio, tío. Ni me dan un ítem ni nada. Fuck. Vaya shit. Ah, sí que me teletransportan. Muchas gracias, gente. Muchas gracias. Qué majos sois. Vale. A ver, misión. Y aún no termina aquí, ¿eh? Me cago en todo. Ah, there you are, Marquis. Come rest a while. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. Ah, pobre gente. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all of our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Marquis. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Manphilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to our mission. You meanwhile have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the waiting sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Hostia. Vale. Tengo que ir a los... no sé qué Sands, ¿no? A la base de los Science. Tío, ya podrían poner un cristal aquí si tengo que ir tanto. No puedo teletransportarme aquí ni nada. Vaya shit. Venga, va. 160 giles, tío. Joder. Ugh. Breastplate. Y aún no termina, ¿eh? ¿O sí? Creo que sí, que la terminamos ahora, ¿eh? Mira, ahora hay breastplates por aquí. Curioso. Mira, puedo invocar a mi querido pollito. A ver, primero el barco, para que lo veáis. Mi barquito. Pero también puedo invocar a mi pollito. Pollito. Chocobo, perdón, Chocobo. Pobrecito, persiguiéndome así. Pero la verdad creo que cuando estoy a las afueras haciendo misiones y tal, me molesta este ruido de su patareo. Mientras que el barco hace algún ruido. No, ¿no? Pero aún así, me lo voy a quitar. Sí, por fin. Hemos resuelto toda esta questline. No tengo que hablar con la señora. Hola. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Marquis his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. No, tranquilo, tío. Esto ha sido bien. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Perdón, no quise interrumpirles. Marky. It is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with our heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything you have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ulda. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa and Gridania of late. Hostia, no me digas que tengo que cargarme esto ahora también. I dare say you have been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. ¿Ifrit es un primal? No, a ver, ahora me lo explican. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the every air that we breathe. Mierda, me he saltado eso. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with The why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of Ether. Sí, creo que Ifrit es un primal entonces. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together or etheric coalescence which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess. Ah, vale, el fuego ese azul que ha escupido era para convertirlos en followers, y yo he sido inmune. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the echo are immune to primal influence. ¿Qué ha sido ese ruido? Acabo de oír un ruido raro. The fuck? It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. Porque soy inmune a los primals por el eco, ¿no? The recent incidents all share a common trait, meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. Ah, the immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Marquis. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felt Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. Voy a ser famoso. Whether she intended to or not, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the temperate abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. ¿Pero por qué hay que matarlos? I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other rescue. But once a man is temperate, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Marquis. Hostia. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Alguien que ha sido transformado a un follower y ya hay que matarlo porque no puede hacer más que follow y fortalecer al primal. God forgive me, how many more lives? Luisua would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. ¿Quién es Luisua? Vale, siguiente misión. Por favor, dime que esta es la... Sí, me parece que sí. Me parece que sí. Hostia. Ya he cerrado el Chrome. Pero sí, esto. A Hero in the Making. Era algo de... Esta es la que puedo elegir a qué orden me uno, ¿no? Venga. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter you traveled to the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Aida and Papalimo that the science would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. What price? We have guests, Marquis, or rather, you have guests. Ahí vienen, quieren que me una a ellos. Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero in their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Nominsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Marquis, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the grand companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard to you. I find myself wondering how word of Marquis' deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flames should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Y... ¿Qué? Tú lo has ido contando por ahí, ¿no? Your reputation precedes you, Master Glacier. This is no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of a valiant man such as you. Join your strength to ours, friends, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the 12th wood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Glacier. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us rescue a prosperous future for Ulda. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of your friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Lominsa to the shores of glory. ¿Con quién voy? Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help you clarify the thoughts of this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organization empowered to call upon the material, economic, and technological resources of the respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsalominsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ulda. Serving the Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that it's no small choice you face. No es permanente, vale. Nice. A thought occurs to me. You will of course recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Marquis hear our leader speak, then return, here with his decision. Hostia. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Marquis, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention. Not all of it is friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one man in the midst of a Grand Company. However, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization needs to mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you all times. It will allow you to stay in touch regardless of your location. Un walkie-talkie. Eorzea is changing, Marquis, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. No he entendido bien. ¿Tengo que ir a cada location para escucharme a los líderes? ¿O voy a la Remembrance y de ahí escucharé los 3 discursos? ¿O qué? Tengo que hablar con Tataru. ¿Dónde está Tataru, coño? Aquí no está. A ver, espera, me quito la primera persona. Ah, debe estar fuera la Tátaro. Ahí está. Hey, Tataru, ¿qué tal? I am... I'm sorry about the attention you're getting, Marky. I might have sung your praises, ha sido tú, eh? Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan with Daniel's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder will hold the first of these services, and Elder Seedseer Kan Esina will deliver her address at Miketo. Coño, ¿qué ha sido eso, tío? What the fuck? Vale. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it is possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Vale. Last but not least, you must make a way to Vale. Ok. Tengo que atender a los 3 remembrances, Cojones, tío. Bueno, pues vamos a ir teletransportándonos, ¿no, querida gente? Primero... Vamos primero al de Ulda, que seguro que es más barato teletransportarse a Ulda. Espera, ¿esto qué coño es? Esto es el housing de Ulda, me imagino, ¿no? Vale, aquí. Aquí es el service este. ¿Y el cristal grande dónde está? Está aquí. Vale, a ver qué nos tiene que explicar. Hostia, pero ahora sí... nos van a soltar unos discursitos ahora, ¿no? Para... Y dependiendo del discurso, tenemos que decidir quién nos gusta más. Pero en realidad me la pela el discurso. A mí me importa más en qué ciudad voy a tener rollo mi hub, ¿no? Entiendo que la facción que escoja será donde vaya a tener mi hub, más o menos. Sí, voy bien. ¿Voy bien o no voy bien? ¿Será que tenía que ir primero a Gridaña? No me jodas. Me parece a mí que sí, ¿eh? Primero Gridaña, luego Ulda, luego Limsa no Minsa. Vale. No. Está aquí. Es arriba. Es arriba. Vámonos para arriba. Ajá. Ahora estamos arriba. Y ahora nos sale el minimapa. Perfecto. Sí, aquí es. Uf. La verdad estoy un poquito reventado de estar leyendo en voz alta tanto. Y si ahora me van a soltar un discursito, no creo que aguante, tío. Lo voy a pasar mal. Por lo que vamos a hacer un corte aquí, querida gente, ¿sí? Vamos a hacer un corte aquí. En el siguiente capítulo escuchamos los discursos de las 3 facciones y... decidiremos a quién nos unimos. En un principio creo que sería los Maelstrom. por estar en Limsa Lominsa y porque Limsa Lominsa me gusta. Pero quizás cambio de idea. A ver, lo veremos en el siguiente capítulo. Muchas gracias por estar aquí, gente, y hasta la próxima. Chao, chao.